guys, what's up? My name is Rachel and welcome back to my channel, The Reading Otter 7. So today I'm doing a tag I'm super excited about. It's the Notebook tag and it was created by a booktube book, and so I'll leave her original video as well as her channel linked down below. So this is basically a book tag where we talk about all the things we don't like about certain books or books in general. So yeah, I'm super excited about this. It's kind of like an unpopular opinions tag, so I'm sorry if I offend anybody. These are just my opinions. You're entitled to your own. Everybody loves different things, so that's what makes the world interesting. But anyway, let's just go ahead and get started. So question number 1 is a nope ending, a book ending that made you go nope, either in denial, rage, or simply because the ending was crappy. And so for this one I've picked The Specials by Scott Westerfeld. It just was like weird, mainly. It was just weird. And then this was the end to the trilogy because then he like years later added a book that wasn't necessary. But yeah, it was just like a really strange ending that I was just like, no, you could have ended it so much better. No. Question number 2, a nope protagonist, a main character that you dislike or drives you crazy. And for that I have Bella Swan from the Twilight series. She gets on my last nerve. She's so like whiny in the beginning, and like I don't know, just the way she deals with, like, Edward leaving in A New Hope, not A New Hope, I'm sorry, in New Moon was just, like, really? Really? Get over yourself. I don't know, she just really gets on my nerves, and, like, all of her, like, whining and stuff, and, like, I want to be a vampire, make me a vampire, like, all that, just, no. So, not a huge fan of her at all. Question number 3 is a nope series. A series that turned out to be a huge pile of nope after you invested all that time in it, or a series you gave up on because it wasn't worth it anymore. And for that I have the Mortal Instruments series by Cassandra Clare. I read the first, oh my gosh, 3 books? I think it was 3 or 4 books. What's the 4th book called? First 3 books. I only read the first 3, and I was just like, eh. And there's like 6 books. So I don't really see a need to, like, continue it, and I heard it doesn't really, like, get better necessarily, so, yeah, nope. Question number 4, nope, a nope pairing, a ship that you don't support, and I'm gonna have to go with Cress and Thorn from the Lunar Chronicles series by Marissa Meyer. I love Cress as a character, I think she's awesome. And I don't like Thorn, and I think that's my biggest problem because Thorn gets on my last nerve, and I feel like I like Cress too much for her to be with somebody that gets on my nerve, so that's why I don't particularly care for this pairing. Question number 5, nope, plot twist. A plot twist you didn't see coming or didn't like. And so I went with The End of Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. First off, I did not see this coming. And second off, no, it's just like, not nope in like a disgusting nope, but it was more like a no, I can't believe that happened kind of no. So I really did not see this coming. It like just totally blindsided me, and I was even warned that there was a plot twist, and it still just like knocked me flat on my back. It was ridiculous. Question number 6, a nope protagonist action / decision. So a character decision that made you shake your head, nope. And for that I'm going, I can't say much because it's a spoiler, but Ruby from The Darkest Minds by Alexandra Bracken. At the end of this book she does something and I was just like, no, no, why did you do, no, I can't believe you did that. Like it just like, and like it's all like noble and stuff, but screw being noble, why? You ruined me, Alexandra Bracken. You ruined me. And you ruined the series for my sister. So. Question number 7. Wow, that was weird. 7. A nope genre. A genre you will never read. I don't like to say never, but this is a genre that I very rarely pick up and generally don't have a desire to pick up, and that is the supernatural genre. And I'm using this as an example because I always use this as an example because it's easy to grab, but I'm just not a fan of supernatural, like, vampires and that kind of stuff. There are a couple exceptions, and I'll talk about an exception later, but yeah, just generally not a huge fan of this genre. Question number 8. A Nope book format. This is just any kind of formatting, like sizing, writing, anything like that. And I went with mass markets. I don't like them. They are kind of, in my opinion, necessary if you're reading a big series like this series. I don't like either size of mass market. This one's a little bit taller, but it's still a mass market. And then this one is the really short ones. They're just really hard to read. Like, the font is really tiny. And they're not floppy either. Like, I'm trying really hard to open this. And yeah, they're just... yeah, but they're kind of necessary when you're reading like a 27 book series. Number 9, a nope trope. A trope that makes you go, nope. That's a lot of rhyming. And for that trope, I have the two characters of the opposite sex cannot just be best friends, they have to have a romance. And I'm using this book in particular as an example, The City of Ashes by Cassandra Clare, because this is kind of where Simon and Clary try to be a thing. No. Most of the time it just doesn't work. And like, personally, I have a best friend who's a guy. Why can't we just be friends? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not necessary. It's unrealistic. You can have friends that are guys. It happens. 10. Nope recommendations. A recommendation that is like hyped and always pushed at you and you just don't really care to read it. For that, I'm going with The Winter's Curse trilogy by Marie Rudkowski. This isn't really like pushed at me, but I've heard a lot about it and my sister's read it and she likes it, and so she's kind of like, you could try it, you know, like gentle prodding. But it just doesn't really intrigue me at all. Not really. So, yeah. 11 is a nope cliche or pet peeve. A cliche or writing pet peeve that always makes you roll your eyes. And for that, I went with... it's kind of like a trope as well, but I kind of figure like cliche, pet peeve can kind of be a trope too. Like, your pet peeve can be a trope. So I'm going with people who love each other but won't admit it. And for this, I'm going with the Vampire Academy series by Rochelle Mead. I don't know if any of you have read this series, but the main character, Rose, kind of has this thing for this really attractive, or I read him to be very attractive, Russian fellow, like, guardian. I'm not going to give you a synopsis because, like, that's not the point of this. But basically, she has a thing for her instructor, teacher kind of thing. Of course, you know, student, teacher. That could be another thing that gets on my nerves. But they spend this whole series going around in circles, refusing to admit that they love each other. And it's just really frustrating. Like, it takes them 5 books to really, like, allow each other to be in love. And I'm just like, you love each other. Quit being stupid. Be together. It's not that hard. Ugh. Ugh. Okay. Question number 12. A nope love interest. A love interest that's not worthy of being one, or a character you don't think should have been a viable love interest. And I'm going way back for this one, like back to my middle school years, and I'm gonna go with Gale from The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. I don't think he was ever necessary. He was kind of just causing trouble for the true OTP, Katniss and Peeta. It's okay. You can leave all the comments you want, but I don't think he was necessary.
Also not my best friend.
Yes, this also fits in to my pet peeve. Why can't he just be her best friend? What's so wrong with that? He was great as her best friend, and then he tried to be in a romance. Peeta all the way. You weren't necessary. Okay. Homestretch. Question number 13. A nope book. I feel like this one's super harsh, but I kind of love it. A book that shouldn't have existed that made you say nope. I might get booted off BookTube for this. I'm sorry, but you know, if you've watched any of my channel, you know how I feel about this book. Don't see a purpose. Maybe one day I'll read it and I'll change my mind. I hope I do. I really do. I love nothing more than when a book just blows me out of the water and changes my perspective. But I just don't feel like this series is necessary right now. It's just a lot of hype and I don't get it. So, question number 14. A nope villain. A scary villain or antagonist you would hate to come across and would make you run in the opposite direction. And now's where I get into my Harry Potter stretch. Umbridge. She is scary as heck. I'm sorry, if I saw that vision in pink walking down the hallway towards me, I would run so fast. I would run all the way back to London, okay? No. She's just... She scares me. Number 15. A nope death. A character death that still haunts you. Honestly, I could pick every death in this book. Every death in this book. But I'm gonna go ahead and pick one that just destroys me more than others, and I don't feel like it was necessary at all, and J.K. Rowling was just being a Grim Reaper going, you get to be killed, you get to be killed, I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna kill you. Like, not necessary. A little bit of overboard for me. She kills, spoiler, if you haven't read this, like, just, I guess you can skip till I put the book down, but like, have you not read this book? She kills Hedwig. I'm sorry. Not necessary. Why Hedwig? Why? I don't understand. I don't see a purpose. She's just an owl. Why? Just like flip a table. I just dropped all those books. Oh my gosh. Okay, last question, then I have to go pick up all my beautiful babies. Books, not children. Question number 16. That's a hard one. That just looked like I did 26. Question number 16. That was really hard. Okay. Nope author. An author you had a bad experience with and decided to quit. For that, I don't have a book to show you because I have gotten rid of all of his books that I ever had to pick up throughout school, and that's George Orwell. I read 1984 in high school and just like, ugh. And I have no desire to read any of his other books. I really wish I could erase 1984 from my mind. So definitely George Orwell, hands down. So that's it for this tag. I hope you enjoyed. I will definitely leave the original creator's video down in the description below. Yes. And I don't think Hermione moved, so that's not a thing. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.